And there we go. We have quite the selection made available to us. Again, I think I do want to go with Sif Muna. Any last minute mental reconfigurations for me? No, I think we'll go with tried and true kind of classic spell power. Spellcaster, I should say. And see how that goes, shall we? Hello, low brain. Hope things are well on your side, friend. Happy Monday to you. I'm not especially looking forward to my day tomorrow. I feel like everything, I mean, it's always kind of the case with any sort of long weekend, is that a lot of stuff kind of builds up and then all hits when you head back in. But I feel like this upcoming Tuesday, especially for me, is going to be quite the packed schedule, as it were. Oh my gosh, I've gotten so used to completely ignoring spellbook shops, but probably is in our best interest to see if there's anything here that we really want. I mean, apportation would be nice. I don't know if it's spending 330 nice, especially since we are with Sif Muna. So eventually we'll have access to everything. In fact, nothing really jumps out at me there. We're looking pretty solid again in our current spellbook. Probably should learn Fireball. It is just about at the lower end of failure there. More comfortable to use. So that is fantastic. In an armor shop. Ooh. Probably the positive energy. The willpower is nice too, but I'm looking at that +2 at the moment as being a nice immediate upgrade versus the willpower being a little bit more farsighted down the road when we need to succeed will checks. Beautiful. We get the stab off on you, my friend, and then we just start blasting our way through. If you could come to me, that would be great. Lovely. Oof. You, on the other hand, are a little bit more problematic, friend. Oh, not so much if we get some lucky paralyze. Come on, Aura. Love to see it. What is it actually called? I kept calling it Magic Aura, something? Menacing Magic Aura? Demonic Magic is what the actual mutation is officially called. And beautiful. Even just some Foxfires, enough to take care of our new friend there. Beautiful. And let's see if there's anything here that will shake up our general plan. Does not seem like it. So onwards we go to Honor and Glory. Magic Rose, even more menacing. Ooh. Not bad, not bad. Now it's nearby enemies instead of adjacent. That's always fantastic to see, of course. Holy moly. Making it work. Making do and making it work. Beautiful, definitely the Wyvern before they cause us too much trouble. And there we go. This is a bit more how I was expecting every encounter up until now to go. Thus taking much more damage than I feel safe with. So, I guess perfect in terms of living up to our actual expectations. Not so great in actual execution, but that's fine. Especially since we're able to just take a moment to rest up there. That is fantastic. And if I can just find that polearm orc warrior on their own, then ooh boy, we shall have ourselves a bit of a field day. Okay, not alone, but better for sure. I mean, at least until I took way more poison damage than I would like. Yikes. Okay, so we may get clubbed in the face. Oh, never mind. They, for whatever reason, decided to swap positions. Very, very grateful for that, my friends. I appreciate the thought to, you know, give me some safety and security in life, rectify my fears and dread in the situation. Very thoughtful and kind of you, my friends. checked my phone to see if it's an emergency. Just my partner asking me to ask their mom about worms. So maybe it's critical. Maybe it's a make or break relationship thing. Like, would you love me if I was a worm? But who's to say? That leather armor, on the other hand, is a bit more straightforward and looking pretty fantastic. +4, bit of intelligence on the back end as well. Don't mind that whatsoever. But for the time being, we'll just keep on keeping on. I don't think we'll have too much trouble with the bees, even without poison resistance and a lack of defenses, just because they will melt to our onslaught there, fortunately. Oh, did I miss a message? Or is this like a permanent ice portal thing? Hey friends, could we all come right this way, please and thank you. I appreciate your patience and orderly approach to this situation. Very, very cool of you all. Beautiful. I was debating switching over to our cold resistance ring, but didn't really seem necessary. And it being our entrance to lair actually makes a lot more sense than what my brain was supplying. So that is beautiful. We're up to 3 different scroll stacks of 4 scrolls. Still no idea which one is the ID stack, unfortunately. So that, I guess, is interesting. Stab away at our final demonologist buddy there. Beautiful. And hello, hello. My new groupies here. Not the best flame wave configuration, but good enough for me. I will gladly take that. And, ooh. IMB. Probably worth learning as soon as we possibly can. Let's see how castable is that. 16%. It's fairly castable. We'll want more conjurations right away regardless to get Irradiate online as well. So I probably do just take that route sooner rather than later. And let's train our conjurations. Not to 120, but a reasonable 12, please and thank you. Ooh, yikes. Oh, no one's even gonna hit that blast mode. Whoops. Oh. Almost getting myself killed, but worth it. Definitely worth it. Oh, and the centaur is gonna be a problem. Kind of alright against the ogre, because I can keep cheesing them. Well, I no longer have the magic to do so, but still not too bad. And there we go. We're able to close the gap and take care of those sons of guns. That is the nice part about going back to a caster after playing like sword and board characters for a while, is sure you end up having a slightly scarier early game, but when you get to this stage and those 2-headed ogres are popping their heads in, definitely is a pretty sweet deal to be able to take care of them with a little bit of kind of utility focus. I don't know why I've decided we're fighting out the whites in melee combat. Probably not my most intelligent maneuver. In fact, I'm potentially screwing myself over here at the moment because demons are starting to come in. I don't have a clear line of sight on the relevant ologist that brought them in. Do have a lot of potions. I also now finally am up to 6 scrolls in this stack, so hopefully that's ID. In fact, you know what, let's try it now just for funsies. Fuse potions end up being curing. Beautiful. Oh, right. I also very likely want a bit of invo training as soon as possible. In fact, we'll train that up very, very quickly with our Demonspawn-iness. So I do not mind that. Now, is this pillar dance a good idea? Almost assuredly not, but did kind of separate the group slightly. I have no idea where our kobold friend went, Hello? Okie dokie. Well, I guess that's one way to take care of your problems, is just circle around until you're lucky enough that it all works out. If this Cyclops wakes up, I'm in trouble. There we go. Ooh-wee. Still had a bit of a nasty spot there. In fact, this D9, not cool, man. Don't know what was with all the two-headed ogres, Cyclops, everything and anything that could possibly throw a bit of a wrench our direction. I mean, fortunately, nothing we can't handle, of course, with our incredible abilities, but scary nonetheless. Okie dokie. Well, do I want to go regular dungeon? I guess at least one more floor. Generally like to go to 12, but I feel like I'm slowly but surely starting to change my tune there. Specifically, I've been finding that D11, D12, when we upgrade to suddenly seeing your like boulder beetles and slightly scarier enemies. I mean, even these ugly things generally don't show up until then. But it definitely puts me into the headspace to potentially be slightly more safe with our overall pathing here and the approach that we take for how we move through the dungeon. Not super relevant yet, of course, because D10 is not on that list, and will hopefully, besides that one ugly thing, be a fairly straightforward time. Oh, right. I got my ID scrolls. Let's take care of that now, shall we? I mean, I might just put on that leather armor immediately for the regen too, honestly. But more importantly, let us start burning and churning, shall we? I mean, we could check out if this one of these 5 stacks is heal wounds. That's pretty huge, lovely. Then from there we can go onto the scrolls. On this character, of course, we get the brand weapon bright and early. Fantastic. Fortunately, otherwise not a whole lot to be incredibly happy about. I mean, revelation scrolls, or magic mapping as we used to know them. Always love to see that, of course, but otherwise it just kind of is what it is. Hello, Ellie. I kind of miss you, my friend. Say what we will about losing that run in the fashion that we did. I am looking actually forward now to the next Oliviamon run that we do, because I did not realize quite the state that the heal self was in, and that it's actually fairly dang effective in many ways. Okay, Yak Pack's being able to be taken care of is a good indicator for our future. Love to see it. And otherwise, let's just hopefully finish off this floor without too much more of an issue or struggle. Man, I love that demonic magic augment. That is huge. And we'll likely be saving our bacon long into the run here. But okie dokie, I think we will just be heading up into Lair. I'm again at the awkward point where I don't plan on sticking around for too much longer. But drink skin low. I think let's just stick it out for now. I'm likely just gonna have a few more minutes, maybe explore our lair, see how things are looking and feeling on that front, and then we'll be signing off for the evening. Anywho, so let's not waste what little time we have remaining this evening. And I'm dead. Oh man, I was not paying attention. Let myself get super poisoned. I probably should have just gone with the curing there. That would have been the right play. That's super embarrassing. Oh man. Well, I know it seems like it's almost intentional, the timing of it right after I was talking about how I want to end the stream soon, but I promise you, my stupidity knows no bounds. How about that? Well, I guess no demonic magic for me. Yikes. And I think we will, unfortunately, as much as I hate ending on a death like that, I think we will have to call it this evening. Try to get a few things wrapped up on my ends before the week starts in earnest. 'Cause again, it's going to be an interesting one, but I hope it was enjoyable despite my inability to pilot anything today. I mean, both runs were pretty fun for me at the end of it all. I can't complain too much, so I guess last sentiment there is just that I hope it was also, was it good for you too? Very much that energy, but yeah, huge amount of appreciation, of course, as always, for all of you lovely folks. You know, if you're chatting alongside us here, lurking in the background, or hey, if you're watching us down the road through the VODs, Twitch or YouTube, thanks for joining us on this journey. I'm glad we had just the little bit of connectivity issues at the start of the stream. It does mean that I'm gonna have to do some of my extremely basic, terrible editing job to put together that, but maybe we've recovered from a life of just constantly dealing with OBS reconnections. I don't know. I feel like I'm jinxing it even by saying anything, but alas, such is life, I guess. Ah, Desmodius. I knew him well. But okie dokie, as always, we will do a quick check to see who's live at the moment, who we can send a raid off to. If I'm able to take a look here at least. But a moment, I'm back at the time where I need to do a little bit of upkeep on my laptop. I don't restart it fully often enough, and I also just have an absurd number of tabs open, especially from like D&D sessions. I find myself just filling multiple browser windows to an extreme level. But oh my gosh, I'm not used to streaming on non-Sundays. I was torn whether that would mean that no one I usually raid is online, or there are way more than usual. And it looks to be the latter. I mean, I want to raid all these people, but I think we'll go over to Ninth Settler, a name that many of you are probably familiar with. Currently not playing a roguelike as usual, but Dark Souls 3. So that should be fun. I'm curious. I've never actually really seen them play anything non-roguelikey, I feel. That's probably not a true statement. It's probably been a stream here or there, but regardless, I think we'll head over that way. Definitely stick around, say hello. Again, I'm sure many of you in the DCSS community are already quite familiar with Ninth, but definitely always a nice time over there. So let's get that, I guess, prompted here and set up. I'm still not used to this new raid menu, so that is going to throw me off every single time. But let us start off here, shall we? So get that raid prompted. You know, Dark Souls is one of those games I've been tempted to replay. I never got that far in Dark Souls 3, even though I really enjoyed it. In fact, even Dark Souls 1 I played a lot, and I got most of the way through. I'm trying to remember if I beat it. I have a bad habit of dropping off those games right before I get to the very end. Anyway, that's enough about me and my interest in potentially revisiting all those. And yeah, I guess regardless of everything here, I do hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. Definitely hope to see you next weekend when we'll probably be back on an actual Sunday. Again, holiday kind of switched things up here this week, but back to the usual scheduled programming, I think, at least. We'll see how it goes and what kind of character we play. Just remember, folks, we never, even for a moment, even despite my silly mistakes, never even for a moment didn't have it. I'll see you soon.